My name is Valeria Kaswalder. I'm a senior and I go to Robert Morgan Educational Center.
Awesome. Thank you. So what happened that made you realize that you needed our service?
Well, honestly, first of all, it was seeing what a lot of colleges expected as like an SAT score, and seeing that my score just wasn't really there yet. And then also, I didn't really have the I don't know where to start studying, and I didn't really have like the resources or the motivation to like, start studying on my own.
Had you taken a test
Yeah, I had already taken two SATs.
and I guess you didn't score where you needed to?
No, it's not. It wasn't where I wanted it to be, and I knew that I could improve.
Where were you at?
I was at a 1260 with the pen and paper, and also took the digital when they offered it, and I did get a 1320 on that one.
What about the math?
I had gotten a 570 in the math and the pen and paper, and a 660 in the digital.
Right.
But the
Okay.
digital wasn't really going to count for me because they don't offer the digital up until next year for me to actually use it.
You should be able to super score either way, but
Yeah, but still, I wasn't going to be able to retake it with the digital. So
yeah,
I had
yeah,
to
yeah.
get to studying with the pen and paper.
Yeah, I got you. That makes sense. And what'd you need?
I wanted to be in that like 1400s, 1500, like anything above a 1400 because that's what really would have gotten me to stand out as an applicant to a lot of the colleges that I was planning to apply to.
Had you tried tutoring anywhere else, or did you try to self-study at all before tutoring or
I
no?
did. It honestly just wasn't really working. I didn't really know. I was just sort of reading and be like, okay, like I didn't really know what to do. It was just sort of like I had the book and it was just there collecting dust because I just didn't really know.
The
I
blue
didn't have
book?
the motivation and I didn't know where to start. So I was just sort of like, let me seek help, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And what do you feel like was your biggest issue or frustration with the math before tutoring? Like, why do you think you weren't getting what you needed to
Um,
get?
Mostly because the most important math classes that I would have helped me towards knowing that SAT math, which were mostly that like algebra 2 and a little bit of that pre-calc, I took during COVID year. So
Mm.
I really didn't learn much. A lot of the stuff that I was really struggling on was like the simplest concept, like factoring. I was lost, just because the years that I was supposed to be learning that were the years that we were on lockdown and I wasn't really learning anything.
So you like, yeah. So you literally, it's not even that you forgot it, you didn't learn it.
I didn't learn it really, no.
Aside from not having learned that, though, did you consider yourself a strong math student or not really before tutoring?
I was an okay math student. It's not really my, it wasn't never, I was never my best subject. I was just okay at it, you know?
Is that how you feel, Maria?
Yeah, like exactly what she said. I'm good. I just don't really,
She's good, but
I don't like it.
don't like, doesn't
Yeah,
like.
no, science is my strong suit.
Gosh, so yeah, I mean, you got to be okay at math to be. I mean, chemistry requires a decent amount of math logic, so
Yeah.
you got to be good enough. But you just didn't like math. You were like,
Yeah, I
eh,
just didn't like it.
yeah, it's not my thing. And I got you. And then so on top of that, you have like the COVID years, so they don't explain it well. So then you're like, all right, I
Mhm.
really don't like this that much. And now you guys are like not explaining it, so I'm out.
Yeah, basically.
All right. And what math class were you in?
During the year that we were fully online, I was in algebra 2. And then the year following that, which was, a little weird with the coming back to school and stuff, I was in pre-calc.
Was that the course? Sorry, was that the class you took before our prep course?
No, I was in statistics before the prep course.
Yeah, so I'm saying you were like 2 years ahead of math.
Yeah,
And at some point, you were like balling out in math.
at some point. It's just,
Man,
it was
that
never
pandemic.
really something I liked, but honestly, this course really helped me to regain that like liking for math.
That makes me happy. Wow. I thought you were gonna say like confidence, but you said liking. Okay.
Yeah, because now whenever my friends ask me like, oh my God, because I have some of them in college math for college readiness, they're like, oh my God, what's this? I'm like, I got you. I got you,
Mm.
and this course really helped me with that.
So yeah, so maybe a part of why you didn't like it anymore as much was, I don't know, like the teachers just weren't explaining it well, and you
Yeah,
just
I was lost on too many concepts that they were like they expected me to know the things prior to that, you know?
right.
I'm just like, here.
You should have learned it last year
Yeah,
or whatever.
exactly like that. You should have learned this last year. Now we're moving on. I'm like, I'm not moved on.
Yeah, I could say a lot about that because I used to teach at a school, and but let's not go there.
Yeah.
But okay, so I mean, I got a good picture of where you were at, and and don't get me wrong, a 660 is pretty strong. I mean, for somebody saying like, "Oh man, I didn't," so you had it in you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel. Is
Yeah,
that ultimately, I think your mom would agree. It's like you had the potential in you, and but you weren't realizing your max, and you knew
that's
that, and you wanted more. So like ultimately, well, how did you even like find out about us?
um my mom's friend actually, I think her son took a course with you guys. Yeah.
Cool. So Joaquin gave you okay, awesome. And what they say
I
No,
get
we
is
always talk about
bueno,
the
whatever.
guys and what happened and the SAT, the school, all the stuff that moms usually talk. And she said to me, "Oh, I find a good course. If you want, I can give you the number, the email." I checked with Bob, and we said, "Oh, it's good."
yeah.
Wow, what was it that your mom brought it to you or your attention? Like, what was it for you that you were like, yes, mom?
I saw like I went a little bit of like I was looking through your Instagram, like you guys' Instagram page.
You went deep in the Instagram.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, these are really good results. Like I see, the where you put like the improvement, like what the score was before and then what it was after.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is really cool. And I honestly just, I had no, I guess, I had nothing planned for the summer. I was like, I'm not going on any vacation. I'm like, I don't have a job. So I'm like, let me put this, towards my studying, my future. And
She have to choose or take the course or take a job.
yeah.
I said, that's
I'm
your
out with the
option.
job.
That's your option.
Yeah.
Stay on
And
that
I was like, let me,
and sleep all the day and stay on the electronic is not an option. Huh? What do you want to do?
Your
yeah.
mom's cool, man. I like Maria, you're the best. I like that. You're like, look, it's simple. You do math for a few hours a day and you can relax. Or you take a job. Which one? You were like
Yeah,
math.
literally.
I said to her, she know me. You have a Latin mom.
It's either or.
That's great. Wait. Okay, so then all right. So you heard about us, blah blah, you guys discussed. What was your expectation of the virtual group environment?
I honestly thought there were going to be a lot more students. I thought it was going to be me and like one teacher and maybe like 20 people, 30 people. And I was really shocked when the groups were like super small.
But it's perfect.
It's
nice,
amazing. I
better.
was super happy. But I was
Me
like,
too.
why is there so little people? Is this how it's going to be? And I was
Why are they
super
calling on me?
No, but that's the part that I also liked that actually kept me engaged. It wasn't just like, okay, this, and then, it actually, it was very interactive in a way. It was like I could actually stay on task and, be saying the answers and stuff. It was
Well, that's what
great.
I'm saying, because you were saying like COVID did you wrong. So like how was it
Yeah.
different than that?
Because in COVID, it was just like, okay, guys, lesson, half explained. Nobody asked anything because everybody was in their desk, like asleep. And then, okay, homework, bye. Like, that's it. That was COVID. But then this is like going over every single question. And unless everybody got it right, if even one person got it wrong, it went over like the tutors went over every single step. And I also just really liked, my tutor.
Who was your tutor? I think it was mainly Corey. I'm trying to remember
It was mainly
myself.
Corey. I think once or twice we had somebody else, but it was
I'll tell you
Corey.
right now. No, I'll tell you right now. Yeah, you had 10 sessions with Corey
Uh-huh.
and 2 with Brianna because Corey was
Yeah.
out. But yeah, you had Corey.
Yeah. I think she was great. She was very
Hey,
like
she's been with
energetic.
us for like 6 years. I know she's like really more intense. Like she's pretty like, but she knows all of your mistakes. Like she's really, at least from my experience, she knows all of like Like she'll break it down. Maybe she'll
Yeah.
talk about her chickens. I don't know. Did she ever talk about her chickens? I don't
I
know.
don't think so. What always happened is that her dog would like go into her room and stuff.
Her dog?
Yeah, love
Nice.
to see it.
Nice. No, that's good. I'm glad. I mean that's important. I mean, especially in a virtual environment to be able to what do you think about do you think the chat helped making you respond
Yeah,
in the chat?
like being able to, I should put your answer and they see it and it's like, you get that feedback.
And if you didn't get it, they're gonna call on you maybe or break it
Yeah.
down, right? Nice. How would you describe the service to another student? Like what should they know?
They should know that it is very like it's a lot of work, it's very intensive, but it's worth it. You know what I mean? Like there's never gonna be a point where you're confused, where you're like, oh, I didn't get the subject, I don't know how to do this, because there's always, especially like after you submit the assignment, the little videos, super helpful to actually know like what did I do wrong. It's intensive, but you guys are gonna be there like every step of the way. And that's what I really liked. That's what I would tell somebody else.
So a lot of work, but we got your back.
Yeah, a lot of work, but they got your back and it's 100% worth it.
100% worth it. When you say a lot of work, how'd you manage that?
Um,
Oh.
okay. It was a little difficult, I'm not gonna lie. But what I would try to do is I wouldn't like be in my room in my desk because then I'd get distracted, with something else. I'd pick up my phone. So I would go downstairs, and I do it. I put away my phone. I'd be like in the dining room with like no distractions around me, just sitting down doing my work.
So your mom, Maria, you saw you were part of the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
You took the course.
Yeah.
How would you describe it, Maria, to a parent?
The course is hard, really. They have to dedicate the word
Yeah, dedicate.
a lot of time. I don't know how it works when it's different time during the
During the
school
year,
day,
maybe?
but in the summer it's very, very hard. But it's work. It's good.
Yeah, it's worth
They
it.
have to practice. They have to pay attention, class, the videos. They have a lot of information to learn.
Yeah. It is a lot.
Yes.
It's a lot to digest. What did you find the most helpful, Val? Like top 2 things you found helped you the most in the prep course? Like,
Oh, okay. I think honestly, what mostly helped me, I guess overall, like what I learned what helped me the most was all the shortcuts that you guys taught us for the SAT. Like especially the thing where it's like with the systems of linear equations that you put
just add them,
yeah,
subtract them.
add them or the fractions and stuff to see if how many solutions it has.
Oh
All
yeah,
those
you're
little
talking about
shortcuts.
special cases. You're
Yeah,
talking about
yeah, I'm
gotcha.
talking. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
She always said to me, Mom, look at
Because
this.
before you would take 20 minutes on one question when you could do it in like 5 seconds.
Exactly.
All of those little shortcuts.
That's
Really
awesome, man. I forget we teach shortcuts. Like we teach so much stuff. And a lot of times I always tell I tell the students that the shortcuts aren't enough. I'm like, you can learn all the shortcuts in the world, but like you won't if you don't learn like the math. You're like,
Yeah,
you're
no,
done.
most definitely. But you can know just the math and still be taking 20 minutes on a question if you don't know the shortcuts.
Yeah, and it's important because SAT, you have
time.
You need to run.
You need to go.
So you agree you need both, right?
Yeah, no, you definitely need both. You definitely need to have like the fundamentals, but then once you know those, having the shortcuts is so good.
Yeah, I like the shortcuts too. You're thinking about them. I'm always trying to find new ones, or like new ways.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's good to know. So I'm glad those formulas are working out. And there's always 2 camps. Some people don't like them, some people do. I'm a huge fan of them. It's like it's super quick. The one you're talking about, like you just 3 fractions, man. Quick as heck.
Yeah.
You either have to do a proportion or you can just tell immediately or whatever. Like for a lot of those problems, that's what the test makers want you to do.
Yeah.
Like literally, like by design on some of those questions, I look at those questions and I'm like, if you don't know this shortcut, it's like you said, you're gonna take like actually like
20 minutes, yeah, basically.
maybe not 20, but like 4 minutes, you know?
Yeah,
Right?
like a
Instead
couple
of
of
5
good
seconds.
little while.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or you're
so
gonna just guess. You're gonna leave it for later and just guess at the end because you're not gonna have enough time.
yeah, facts. That's
Mhm.
awesome. Okay, cool. So the shortcuts. All right.
And
But
another
double
thing I
up.
really liked were the fact that we got so many like practice questions that were actually like exactly the ones that were, on the SATs. So then I see it and I recognize it. I'm like, okay,
Quick. Like I already saw this.
yeah, like I already saw this. I know how to do it like this exact type of question.
Perfect. Yeah, well, we try to keep it up to date. College Board is really good at updating their questions, and they come up with some crazy questions sometimes. How'd you come up with this? Who'd you pay for this?
Yeah. It's
But,
college board.
but we try. Yeah, we do our job. We stay up to date. All right, cool. Thanks. That's awesome. So okay, so like ultimately, what result did we help you get? Like, what was your beginning, final score, and then your total score improvement?
My beginning score was a 570, and the score that I got afterwards was a 730. So I did have a 160-point increase,
Let's
which
go.
was insane.
Let's go. And like, what has that result meant for you, like, or enabled you to do?
Well, first of all, that score helped me to finally qualify for 100% Bright Futures. So that was the main thing. Now I don't really have to pay tuition if I stay in Florida.
Yeah, for real.
Um, and then also I feel like that score has also helped me get into a lot of the colleges that I've gotten into so far. And
Already?
yeah, I've gotten into like 8 already or
Or
7.
start listing them immediately.
UCF, which is my third choice, so I'm really happy about that. Florida Tech, uh, Stetson, St. Leo, University of North Florida,
Oh my God.
Florida Southern College, which I think I just got the acceptance like yesterday. I have a whole folder filled
Yeah, I
out.
got you. Oh,
Except for
man, I can't
colleges.
believe that. Congrats. Wow.
Thank you. I'm still waiting for, the
The usuals
first
like
and second
UF,
place, which
UM.
are UF and FSU, but they come in February.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. That's so good.
It's also,
Cool.
I'm not gonna lie, it's also really good, bragging material because I was able to tell one of my AP teachers that I got a better score than him
You let
in
them know.
SAT. So gotta let him know.
What was your overall?
1460.
That's right. You tell them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You tell him he did better than me. You know what? I only got a 1390. I mean, I can flex because I got into Cornell,
Okay.
but my score was whatever, bro. You killed it. Like you absolutely congratulations. That is a great score, yo. If only my reading was as good.
I actually got the same thing in reading and in math.
That's crazy.
I got a 730 in
Exactly.
both. Yeah, exactly 730 in both.
That's so good. Did you expect that at all ever or no?
With the reading, I mean, it shocked me, but then it also did it because the year prior I did take AP Lang. And I
Right,
think
so that probably
honestly,
helped.
it's literally just AP Lang is just SAT questions, SAT reading questions, but like bit higher level.
Jacked up, yeah.
Yeah, basically. So I think that did help me a lot.
Nice. That's good. All right, cool. Well, hopefully, you get into all the schools that you want. You're already good though. I mean, you're already looking strong. Um, that's great. I guess is there anything else that we should know in general? But either of you?
I'm really appreciative of, this course and what it helped me achieve. And I guess I'm just thankful. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I appreciate you as a student.
You are great. You did a great work.
Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.